Dear Jackie, I've started this letter about 5 different times in 5 different ways. Finally, I just told myself, you're either going to read it or you're not, and it's not going to come down to how I write it. It's all about who you are and what you've been through, and what, if anything, it means to you to share a father with my sisters, Renee, Kimba, Tashita, and me. Maybe it means nothing. Maybe your life has been just fine without our father in it, which I hope is the case. Maybe it means everything, and you have longed to know him and struggled because you didn't. Either way, you have a right to know that our father, Wallace Stett Brown, died last week of a massive stroke. As far as we know, you never met our father. The last time he saw you, you were an infant. If that's the case, and if it's any consolation, you didn't miss much. Tashita, our baby sister, asked me to tell you that. We're all sitting around at Grandma's house, and everyone is talking at once, telling me what I should write to you. I'm mostly ignoring them. They picked me to write this because I shoot straight and don't mince words, but I also have tact, unlike Tashita. Oh, in case you're wondering, we always just called it Grandma's house, even though Granddaddy lived here too when he was alive. He died of a heart attack in 2002, God rest his soul. You would have loved him. Everybody did. Always had a joke or funny story to tell. He was good people, just like Grandma. They lost their kids to the street or hard living, one way or another, even though they tried their best to raise them right. But some people just go their own way, you know? Anyway, back to Stett. Tashita is right. You didn't miss much. Stett? Everybody but Grandma called him Stett because back in high school he wore a Stetson. Stett wasn't much of a daddy. Each of us girls had a different kind of relationship with him, none of them healthy, and none of them what we needed it to be. Kimba is the oldest, and she's the peacemaker. She called our father Wallace, but she mostly pretended he didn't exist. Over the years, she kept Tashita and Renee from strangling each other. She went to Harvard. Her mother, Jan, and my mother had been friends before Stett. But by the time Kimba and I were in elementary school, they had put their differences aside and raised us together like sisters. My mama said, "Y'all gonna need each other one day. Me and Jan aren't always going to be here, and you sure as hell can't count on your daddy."